So, hello there. Today we're gonna focus on the Russian numbers from 10, or actually from 11 to 20. It's not that big deal, but still, let's focus. I mean, it's a long word, they're long words, they appear to be complicated, but once you understand the basic principles, so it gets easier. So what we do? First, I will write down the word in Russian. So this will be, okay, a very long word, sounds complicated. But, so how not to get confused? What do we do next? The first step to read a Russian word, it doesn't matter, a number or something else, you need to ask a question, where does the accent fall? Once you're okay with the accent, because you read it and you see the accent, or because you hear and can hear and can recognize the highlighted, exaggerated sound, you put the accent right away. So in this word, I will pronounce it's 11. So when I pronounce this word, I will help myself with the hand. 11. 11. So, and I realize that the accent falls over the letter E. What happens to other sounds? We need immediately to spot the letter O, because we remember that when it is unstressed, in the unstressed position, it becomes R, not to confuse ourselves and not to read it as O. So I've taken two steps. Step one, I highlighted the accent, and the second, I spotted the unstressed vowel O, which is pronounced as R. Step number three that I am to take is break this long word into syllables. A, D, na, this will come here, Z. So once I put line to separate them, vertical line, I will pronounce each syllable separately and slowly. It will be A, D, na, Z. Now I do it one more time. A, D, na, Z. Now I make it a little bit faster. 11. Still I keep the sound highlighted, exaggerated. 11. 11. So you see this wavy line, it helps me to connect the sounds, to connect the syllables, not to break them really down when we pronounce them. So now I pronounce it one more time at a slow pace and then faster. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. If you make a mistake, then you should slow down and start again pronouncing like a wavy line in a wavy way, but still breaking it down into syllables. So now you see this long word in Russian. So it stands for 11. So I will write down another word. So which is again a long one. So do you remember the steps that we have taken or we took when we spoke about the first word? So first we spot the accent. 12, 12, and realize that it comes here. So what happens to this letter Y, when it is in the unstressed position, it becomes a Y sound. 12. So what is the next step? I break down into syllables and draw a wavy line and pronounce 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. You see, it's the same. Broke down into syllables, pronounce them like linking them together at a slow pace and then faster, faster until I get it naturally. So this word stands for number 12. So another word. Okay, I will make it like a bit like this and put it here. Again, 13, 13, 13. The accent falls here. breaking down into syllables, and again pronouncing it slowly and playfully. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. So this stands for 13. Now, take a look at all these words. What do they have in common? They all have this part in common. 12, 12. So what does it mean? It means that this word stands for what in English you have as teen. 14, 15, 16, 17. When you hear this 12 at the end of the word, that means we are talking about numbers from 10, from 11 to 19. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, better like this, 19. So in all these words, you hear 19 at the end. So when you hear this, you understand that this is from 11 to 19. Definitely there are some changes to the base or to the root of the word. For example, if you say dva, it's number 2, yes, but when you talk about 12, you say 12. So there are some changes. I'm going to show it to you. So let me put it like this. So один, there are no changes. When we say, actually there is a mistake, I'll correct it. So number 2 is dva, but when we change this word into 12, the letter A becomes letter Y. So it will be 12, like just the one I put on the board. 3, there are no changes, it is 13. 4, letter E disappears, it will be 14, so this is the last letter in this space. 5, 15, soft sign disappears, it will be just 5, 15. 6, again soft sign disappears, it becomes 16. 7, 17, 8, 18, 9, 19. And take a look at the last one. What happens when we say 20? So when it is 12, 12, we have 19. But when it's 20, we have 2 and just 30. Let's compare. 19 and 30. 19 and 30. So 19 stands for teen. And 30 stands for ty when you say 20, 30, 40, and so on. So 19 for these numbers and 30 for 20, 30, and so on. 20, 30, not so on. There is a trick, but still, that will be for 20 and 30 later. So, one more time, these long words can be pronounced if you follow these rules, these steps. And don't forget about some changes that happen to the base of the word when you add this suffix natsat to form numbers from 11 to 19. Thank you.